In less than 24 hours, the state of Oklahoma is set to execute Julius Jones. In the last week alone, we've seen thousands gather to show their support for Julius, with millions who signed a petition calling for clemency in his case. It's still not too late for Governor Kevin Stitt to act, and some serious efforts are underway to get him to do just that. Vanessa Potkin, Director of Special Litigation at the Innocence Project, joins me now to discuss those efforts. Vanessa, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So again, we're just hours away from Julius's execution. What efforts are being made to try and save his life?
Well, really at this point, all of the, power to put an end to this execution rests with Governor Stitt. And it's up to him at this point to take action, to make a decision. And of course, the hope is that he is going to follow the recommendation of the Board of Pardons and Paroles that has twice now considered the evidence of Julius's innocence, considered how the problems that were present at his trial, and has come to the conclusion twice that clemency is the appropriate course of action here, and that this execution should not go forward. And so it's really in the governor's hands. There's no court to appeal to at this point. Clemency is the last resort, and processes are set up exactly for moments like this. And so it's up to the governor.
How much weight is put on the board's recommendation for clemency? You mentioned that they recommended twice that clemency be granted in this case. Is that a normal thing that happens? Is it hard to get the board to recommend clemency? And if so, wouldn't that mean that there would be much more weight put on that recommendation in order to follow?
You would hope so. I think that it's pretty unusual for a board to twice consider the evidence as they did here. They first considered it in the context of a commutation application, and then once an execution date was set in Julius's case under Oklahoma law, that kicked in another clemency proceeding, and Governor Stitt said, I want this second clemency proceeding to go forward. And it was more extensive than the first. Additional evidence came forward. And again, based on serious questions and compelling evidence of Julius's innocence, the board twice made this recommendation. So, governors aren't rubber stamps. You do have circumstances. Usually it's the reverse, right? So in Ohio recently, there was a case where the board voted to allow the execution to go forward, and the governor nonetheless stepped in to stop the execution. But, it is rarer that boards consider evidence and say, we have serious concerns about this case, and, specifically pointing to innocence. I mean, we do know that there are innocent people on death row like Julius today. He's not the only one. The National Institute of Justice did a study recently and estimated, based on rates of exoneration, that about 4% of people on death row today are actually innocent. And if you look at the numbers of how many people are on death row in the US, that's about 110 people. So Julius is among, many others who are innocent on death row today, but he is certainly the only person who is innocent who is less than 24 hours away for being executed for a crime that he didn't commit.
So, Vanessa, how do you balance calling out the absurdity of Julius's case with making sure that you don't upset the one person who gets to say whether he lives or dies? I mean, and that in and of itself should never be the case. But how do you the balancing act, how do you handle that?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's tough, but at the end of the day, governors are elected. Interestingly, the board that came to this recommendation is a board that was appointed. 3 of the members were appointed by the governor himself, 1 by the Court of Criminal Appeals, and 1 by the Oklahoma Supreme Court. So that's, the governor has had a big hand in the composition of the board that came to this conclusion. But at this point, governors are elected, and they should represent the will of the people. And, studies that have looked into, public support for Julius's case, overwhelmingly, Oklahoma residents believe in Julius's innocence and that the execution shouldn't go forward. And I think that there really is an outpouring of support. And so, people need to continue to raise their voice, to reach out to the governor, to really speak up now, because it does matter, right? It does matter. And the governor, while it's his decision to make, I do think that, governors are responsive to, what the people, want, who they represent.
Well, we reached out to the governor's office for the third time about where Julius's case stands, but have yet to hear back. Quickly, before we go to break, Vanessa, why does it always come down to the 11th hour? If the governor wanted to do something, he would have already done so by now. So why wait this long if he still is considering taking action?
I don't really know. I mean, it cuts both ways, because you would think that if he knew he wasn't going to do it, there would be some humanity in expressing that decision to the family, so they're not, and to Julius, so he's not in this state of unknowing. Am I going to be killed in a matter of hours? So it would indicate to me that he's still grappling with what he's going to do.
Well, Vanessa, there's still so much more to discuss here, so hang tight. We've got more Making the Case after the break. Still with me on the eve of the scheduled execution of Julius Jones is the Director of Special Litigation at the Innocence Project, Vanessa Potkin. Vanessa, people have no idea what the last 24 hours are like for someone set to be executed by the state, and I think it's important to understand that process. Can you walk us through what these next 24 hours will be like for Julius? And it's definitely more than just giving someone their last meal.
Yeah, no, this is excruciating. Over these past, leading up to this point, Julius has been, strip searched, x-rayed, to make sure that he's not hiding anything. He's going to be given the opportunity to have, he's, going through last conversations, the last opportunity to speak to his family. And then again, all of this process is transpiring with Julius not knowing if this execution is actually going forward, or if some, intervening force, the governor, is going to issue a decision that's going to, put a halt to the execution. I just can't even imagine what's going through Julius's mind right now, and what is going through, Madeline, his mother's mind, and, his sister and brother, and, father, just, not knowing what is going to happen tomorrow, and having to, prepare for the possibility that this execution will go forward. I should say that I first heard of Julius's story many years ago, in addition to working at the Innocence Project and exonerating dozens of people, including from death row. I worked on the Last Defense docu-series, and was part of the, the group that selected Julius's case. And we did so because of his compelling claim of innocence. And I never thought years later we would be here on the eve of his potential execution.
Vanessa, I know I have a minute left, but I want to get this question out. I know Julius and his fight for his life is something that means a lot to you personally. How are you dealing with all of this as we all anxiously wait to see if the governor will do the right thing?
Well, I think that it's excruciating. And I think, the possibility is just overwhelming and painful, for all of us who really believe in Julius, and have looked at his case and are familiar with the problems with his case and the evidence of his innocence and his true character, at knowing him and his family, and, what promise lies within him, and just what a good person he is. And, in a world where there's any sense of justice, this execution just cannot go forward. It would be such a travesty of justice, and just such an irreversible act and just such a disservice to humanity to take Julius away.
Vanessa Potkin, Director of Special Litigation at the Innocence Project. Thank you so very much for your time.